You hear all the time, it's not what you know, but who you know. But what very few people talk about is how do you actually get those who's in your life to begin with. And today's sales tip is a process that I call the magic connection method that I'm currently using right now to get over 90% open rates with 60% reply rates. And so let's dive right into that 3-part process. So part number 1, actually, let me back up. The first goal of this entire email, this entire outreach, is to simply get them to respond. That is it. So that is the preface to this whole thing. So let's dive into part 1. Part 1 is what I call the hook. The biggest mistake that people make in the very opening of an email is they make it 100% about them, the sender. So you'll send an email, and you probably see lots of these today where the person opens up with, and they're like, "Hi, my name is Brandon Fong, and I've done blah, 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 blah." And that only pushes people away. So we want to be different. We want to show that we care about them. So we open the email with, if you can, mentioning a mutual connection, mentioning some results that you got from a piece of content that they shared, or a compliment about their site or something that they're doing. The whole goal is to set ourselves apart and show that we took the time to research them and care about them. Really short, 1 to 3 sentences. Then I'll transition with something along the lines of, besides wanting to share that with you, I do have a quick question. So that's part 1, is the hook. The next part is what I call the irresistible offer. And there's a big difference between an irresistible offer and an offer. So we want to make and give someone something that is so valuable that they want to be like, "Oh my gosh, yes, I need more of this right now." And so the first example of an irresistible offer is, chances are, if you're listening to this, you've heard those companies that are selling mattresses online. And so an irresistible offer is the fact that you could either go into a store and lie on a bed in all uncomfortable in your jacket and your street clothes on and try to figure out if it's a good mattress, or you could take them up on their irresistible offer and you could get a mattress shipped to you, try it for 100 nights, and determine if it's a good fit for you. So that's an irresistible offer. So what can you do that's that equivalent inside of your outreach? How can you make someone, it's so easy for someone to gain a lot of value, for them to not have a lot of risk, and for an opportunity that is incredibly opportunistic for them. So that is what the irresistible offer is. And then the very last part is something that I call the no-oriented question. And actually, I learned this from Chris Voss, who wrote the book Never Split the Difference. And Chris is actually an ex-FBI hostage negotiator. So this is the guy that is inside, that is talking to a lunatic that is in the bottom of a bank with a bunch of hostages, and he's trying to talk them down from blowing up the whole place, right? And so one of the things that Chris learned is something called the no-oriented question. And the way I like to explain it is this: whenever you say yes to something, we have a finite amount of yeses that we can give in a day, right? Because every time you say yes, that means you're giving away your time, your energy, your effort, something, right? But on the other side of things, it's actually a lot easier to say no, because whenever we say no, we're in more control. We feel like we're not being pressured into something, and we feel more secure when we say no. So instead of asking a yes-oriented question, which I used to ask, but I've just tested and found that no-oriented questions ask a lot better. So a no-oriented question starts with something like, would it be a bad idea if, or would you be opposed to? And that is how you end, is you simply just end on a no-oriented question, and that is it. And then your email signature at the end. And so that's the 3-part framework. So as a review, it's the hook. So we show that we care about them. So, hey, I listened to your episode of this podcast, and these are the results that I got from it. Thank you so much. Besides wanting to share that with you, I was on your website and I came across all these different things that I could do, and I want to show you a Google Doc that I put together that outlines specifically how you can get this done and a process that you can use that will help you to do this at little to no cost to you. Would you be opposed to me sending over that document for you to check out? So that is, I just did that off the top of my head, but that's an example of a Magic Connection Method email. And then you can leverage this opportunity of somebody replying to you to open the doors to an incredible relationship in your business, or maybe even in your personal life. And I'm using this in many different contexts, but I always believe that you are one connection away. And this is a perfect opportunity for you to leverage that to open the doors to incredible opportunities. So if you want to find out more about how you can leverage the Magic Connection Method along with specific examples, and I will even write some Magic Connection Method emails for you if you know how to copy and paste, it's an incredible valuable for you. So you can go to go to magicconnectionmethod.com, and I have the digital version of the book 100% available for you to just grab it. It's just $7. I'm not here to make money off of it, but if you use the coupon code 7FM, that is typically a code that I only use for my audience, I will unlock a whole bunch of bonuses for you, including specific examples of how you can even leverage this at scale to develop relationships to the next level. So hopefully that was valuable for you. Go ahead and let me know by sending an email to support@brandon-fong.com when you get incredible results from the Magic Connection Method, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.